There's so many little subtleties that go into the graphics of Slay the Spire that all really, really contribute to how watchable the game is, how understandable, how playable, and just how visually cohesive it is. I'll try to point out a couple of these in our opening fights. They're sort of inlaid into the basics. For example, how cards are animated when they're drawn, discarded, shuffled, all that stuff. It's really, really well done. So, of our starting bonuses here, Remove 2 is obscene on Watcher. No questions asked, especially with an early shop for an extra remove. That makes me want to go this 4 Elite path. I love 4 Elite acts. And that could be a really strong start, but what if there's a 4 Elite path that also hits the Burning Elite? Is that better? No, because it gets 0 rest sites. Okay, don't do that. Let's do this. This is the path. This one right here. Elite 1, Elite 2, Elite 3, Elite 4, all going into Slime Boss. All of these things tell me to go very aggro on Watcher. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to pay 6 max health and lose 2 of our defend cards. So right at the start of combat, there's just a quick little visual animation. The cards as you draw them come from the draw pile at the bottom left of the screen here. And when I play a card, it flashes in the air for a moment and then visually flies towards the discard pile, although the animation goes to where the discard pile is normally, currently obscured by my screen. We've got a mod called UI Sliders installed that allows me to move the discard pile. Actually, I think I can just, what is it, shift click? Control click? Here we go. I can just move that around anywhere I want if I want to. Although I do like where it was. Thank you. But normally it's in the bottom here, and every time you play a card, the card sort of gracefully flies into the appropriate pile. And when you use an effect that puts a card in a different location, the animation will reflect that. So if I were to rebound the defend and have it go back on top of the draw pile, it would swoop over to the bottom left of the screen instead of the bottom right. If the defend gets exhausted, then it'll fizzle in the middle of the screen and not show a swooping animation towards any direction. And I thought that was pretty neat overall. Looks like this is our opening hand. And likewise, when you reshuffle your draw pile, there's a brief pause and you see the cards swoop. That sort of streak of color from the bottom right to the bottom left, visually corresponding to the shuffle of the discard pile back into the draw pile. Oh man, Ambrosia is an amazing first potion and is definitely going to make going 4 elites this act super easy. Excellent. Also, very happy with Bowling Bash, broadly speaking. We could try taking a Conclude. Can't have double Conclude until you at least take the first one. And Conclude sure does slap in the early game. 12 damage to all enemies. The only downside is it ends your turn, which is definitely a downside. It means you cannot exit Wrath after playing Conclude, although the idea often is, if the Conclude simply kills everything, then it doesn't really matter. I think Carve Reality is also an excellent damage card, one I'm very happy to have. However, our most important thing here is removing, you guessed it, another defend. And we do have enough money to still buy Carve Reality, so I will. These added attacks are much more efficient than our strikes and are going to allow us to hit for far more damage initially. When did I start playing Slay the Spire? During the early access period is when I first got introduced to Spire. I want to say the winter of 2018? Don't know if that's quite right. I have to Google Slay the Spire release date now. Late 2017. Yeah, so the January and February of 2018 is around when I found Slay the Spire. I played a couple hundred hours off stream, just on my own, really enjoying the game, and then I decided to try streaming it about a year later. And went really well, really quickly for us. We started streaming Slay the Spire in 2018, actually, in summer of 2018. I guess that was only 6 months later then. And we made partner on Twitch in September of 2018. So we're actually coming up on our 5-year partner anniversary this year, which is also essentially my 5-year anniversary of streaming Slay the Spire, because I started streaming Slay the Spire, and then about a month and a half later, we made Twitch partner because of how much viewership Slay the Spire was attracting to the channel. And I guess we've been here ever since. It has continued to attract enormous viewership to the channel. It continued to be an incredibly replayable, incredibly enjoyable game, and has allowed me to do what I do full-time, and have all my human expenses fully covered, such that this is my job, streaming Slay the Spire on Twitch, along with all the other games that I want to check out and play, and it's a heckin' good time. The paper anniversary, that's right. What does it mean to be a Twitch partner? Being a Twitch partner essentially allows you to monetize your stream. I guess that's what being a Twitch affiliate does these days. But a Twitch partner is a more enshrined partnership and monetization between the streamer and Twitch.tv. Allows you to benefit from ads shown on your channel. Allows you to have your VODs stored on the site for longer, gives you priority for encoding and quality options on your stream, and a whole host of other benefits. Basically, an agreement, a long-term agreement between you and Twitch. YouTube has a similar partnership deal, but works a bit differently because YouTube doesn't usually do live content in the same way. They've branched into it now, but it's not the primary thing that YouTube does. Becoming a Twitch partner requires maintaining a concurrent, or at least at the time it did, of 75 average viewers, which is pretty tough to achieve here on Twitch, especially as a startup stream. Has what partner means changed a lot since 2018? Not really. No, there was like a higher tier above partner, a special kind of agreement that Twitch made with some of the bigger streamers that they've kind of publicly ended recently, but I was never able to approach that tier of bigness, even as we have grown immensely. We're actually in the top 0.05% of Twitch channels by size, is my understanding, which is kind of ridiculous. And doubly ridiculous considering that we don't play, a mainstream multiplayer competitive game like Dota or StarCraft or LoL or any of those big name competitive titles that dominate the categories on Twitch. Yeah, most streams have very low viewer count. It's kind of the inevitable distribution with these sort of things, especially with how Discovery works. Most of the viewers will coagulate into a very small percentage of the streams, and then most streams will get a very small distribution of the very persistent viewers. Almost entirely populated, I guess, by those who seek out streams that are unusual or unpopular in some way. I am the 1%. On Twitch, anyway, I am. It's true. Do we also take a B-Bash? Just all the bonking power in the world. I think Card Reality Conclude really ought to do it for now. We just mostly want less cards and more upgraded cards. Not more cards. So let's start skipping cards. I think we're already able to do that pretty comfortably. Can actually just kill both of these slimes on turn 1. That's how, without entering Wrath. That's how powerful our attacks have become. We get a second rare potion in Entropic Brew. Have I mentioned that this run is going really well yet? Because I feel like that bears repeating. This run is going really well so far. We've gotten really good attack cards. We've gotten 3 card removals already, and we have 2 obscenely good potions. We've also had no difficulty with the early fights. And that continues to mostly be true. This is a really easy arrangement of 4 gremlins here. Did somebody make me a mastery mod? Yes, that was BE from our community here. Really, really well done. Reads our run history, so it was it works prior to being installed on everything we've already mastered. And as a visually non-intrusive, simple, not mastered display over cards we have not achieved mastery of. Cards that are mastered just look normal. And that's exactly how I want it. So, exceedingly well done. Especially because I didn't actually ask for this. Which is the part that blew me away. It just kind of like appeared. They were like, here's this. And I'm like, okay, thank you. It's slapping time. Chonk. Did it read the history prior to the challenge? I don't think so. I don't actually know how that was achieved, but I double-checked and it was accurate to the spreadsheet. We don't have any cards that are incorrectly displayed, to my understanding. Yeah, Conclude really made that simpler. Bowling Bash would have also really helped if we picked that up. So if we didn't have the Conclude, I'd say it would have been correct to take the Bowling Bash there. Anyhow, I still owe Chad a dad joke here. Keep trying to come up with puns for Kremlin, but only thing my head has come up with is Kremlin, and that's not good enough. So, we must go in a different direction. Did you hear about the man who quit his job at the tire factory? Found it too tiring. If I wanted a block card, Evaluate's actually not bad. And it is a card we'll have to master eventually. This is a card I really don't take very often, but I think it's pretty good on Watcher. Don't think of this as a draw card. This is not Shrug It Off. Well, actually, no, it is Shrug It Off. That's a good description. This card is Shrug It Off, but different. It blocks for a bit less. You get an Insight which draws 2, but you have to draw the Insight. So, I love that Insight says not mastered. We won't be mastering Insight. It's not possible. It's not a backflip. It is a shrug, because you have to draw the Insight. You're drawing Evaluate, you're drawing Insight. That's 2 card draws, and then you get draw 2 back out of the deal. So it's 2 card draws, draw 2. Where Shrug It Off is 1 card draw, draw 1. Backflip is 1 card draw, draw 2. You're getting card advantage out of Backflip. You are not getting card advantage out of Evaluate, because the Insight is put into your draw pile and not into your hand. Insight also does exhaust, which can be relevant. If you've got something like Dead Branch, then the math changes quite a bit. But really, though, do I even need this Evaluate? I like Evaluate a lot more when it's upgraded. That's the other important thing to note about Evaluate. It's a block card with a really good upgrade. Goes from 6 to 10, plus 4, which is a huge increase. So with Toxic Egg, this card is much, much, much better. Or if you have an upgrade to spare on block, this card is much, much, much better. That's the big thing to point out, I think. I guess I will take one. Let's see how it does. It's a card we can play for setup during Lagavulin too, so it's actually helping me here. That's pretty cool. I don't really want to start with Eruption Strike. No, that seems unwise. What does Master Reality Upgrade Evaluate to? It becomes... the Insight becomes draw 3. I think we just let Ascender's Bane... The fact that this retains is also quite nice. For Watcher purposes, you're often wanting to use the draw immediately, but definitely not always, such as here. Although I might want to try to draw towards Eruption. It's nice to be able to guarantee Eruption, Wallop, Vigilance next turn, so I think I'm just going to keep the Insight. And do my attacks now. We'll keep this Smite. Yeah, so the Insight fetches me Wallop here. We do have enough energy for this, right? 3 energy, so with the Miracle I can go Wallop, Vigilance, full block. End up back in Calm. Yeah, that feels correct. We could also just have it for next turn. Play Vigilance, Evaluate. Then I have double Insight with Wallop next turn. Might be able to redraw into the Vigilance. But I suspect I can get a kill next turn, potentially. Especially if I can redraw the Eruption. Let's just use the Insight now. Get Carve back. Let me just double check some math here. We've got 24, 24. 4 energy to spend. So I can do Strike, Strike, Smite, Smite. Essentially. With the Ambrosia, that's a kill, but not without it. And we know we're drawing Eruption Conclude next turn, actually, so I think we're pretty well set here. So we have to do 69 damage. This does 9, leaves us at 3 energy. We've got 24, 24, and 12. Guess what, Twitch chat? That's a nice amount of damage. GG. We find a golden eye whenever we scry. Scry for 2 more cards. Very, very powerful, rare, watcher-only relic that makes all scry effects obscene. So now any cut-through fates, any just luckies, any third eyes, any foresights are all obscenely strong by letting us look at 2 more cards. I generally value 1 scry is equal to about 0.75 card draw. So this is adding a 1.5 card draw to a whole bunch of cards. Really, really strong. I don't think I'm going to take a Consecrate here. Let's skip. And fight this mini slime boss. Slime boss practice. Prefer not to take 18. I could Miracle to either defend or to carve. Seems better to Miracle to carve. Although I think we'll actually just have enough damage in the draw pile anyway, huh? Although if I don't have Calm, then I really can't get a lot of damage done. The other thing we can do is just keep the Miracle, although I think Miracle Carve would be better than doing that. I'll take 3 here. This does seem important on retrospection. So that creates 2 23 health slimes. We know we're drawing Conclude next turn. Easy peasy. Get a liquid bronze, but I think our current potions are probably a lot better. Offered a rush down, draw 2 upon entering Wrath. Could be quite strong in this situation, although we only have 1 Wrath entry currently. That'll probably change. Could also take Deus Ex Machina to give us more miracles, which is definitely useful as the deck could use a bit more energy here. But Rushdown is probably the no-nonsense pick. Let's do it. Get rushed. From the knob. Hope you're ready for death. Could Ambrosia right now and just end this fight, although looks like we're pretty well set up to be in no trouble at all anyway. Definitely want to use this miracle now. Probably want to play Vigilance as well. Let's go Miracle, Vigilance, Conclude. Get myself more energy for the Eruption turn. And here we go. Rush down, then Eruption, and then Wallop is a good turn. And the next turn all I have to do is 40 damage with 24 in hand. Shouldn't be hard. 2 strikes will do it. Perfect Gremlin Knob fight with no potions used. We get a Shuriken. We play 3 attacks in 1 turn. Gain a point of strength. Heck yeah. Crescendo is a very reasonable second Wrath card for this deck. Although we're going to be a bit behind on upgrades if I take it. I think we can keep skipping cards for now. Keep the deck as small as possible. We'd like to selectively take upgraded cards or truly superior cards, like Tantrum. Would be excellent, for example, with the Shuriken in our Rushdown now. Can we murder Act 1 elites? Oh, we sure can. Let's get another relic to do it with as well. The Smiling Mask will ensure that we get cheap removals from here on out. We've already purchased 1 card remove, so this immediately takes our next removal from 100 down to 50. And the more removals you can get in 1 run, the better. So I will definitely be picking up this Smiling Mask. We'll also definitely be upgrading Eruption to be 1 cost. It's going to be our single most impactful upgrade in the short term, I think. Getting that 1 extra energy with which to play another Smite or Strike or something. It's all good. Ooh, look at this first turn setup against Lagout. We play Rushdown, create a Smite, and create an Insight. Insmite. As well as getting rid of Ascender's Bane. All before the poor egg can do a thing. Bank 2 energy for next turn. Keep the Insight, keep the Smite, keep the Miracle. Draw Eruption on turn 3. This is perfect. Really can't get any better than this as far as how this fight goes. Absolutely filthy. Wakey, wakey, as they say. But am I ever going to get to use these potions? I guess not. We get a Pen Nib and a Vault. Huh. Vault's a pretty good card with the whole extra turn thing. Prey would be curious to try to add here. I don't think we'd try to take a Prey. Vault does have an anti-interaction with Conclude, but I wouldn't worry about that too much. How is Wallop not mastered? Well, uncommons are pretty tough to master, actually. Just finding 2 copies of the same uncommon is relatively unlikely in any run, since there are so many uncommon cards. Ooh, Match and Keep. We haven't mastered Eruption yet, have we? Or Writhe, apparently. Or Regret. Oh my. Or Conclude. There it is, the second Conclude. Excellent. Alright, we already know where the other Writhe is. Alpha? I don't want an Alpha. Did not get the second Eruption. Okay. I'll take the second Conclude. Thank you, Mr. Gremlin. 2 Concludes and a Vault is kind of problematic. Of course, the issue with double Conclude is that if you draw both of them, obviously you can only play one of them, because the turn ends immediately when you play one. So I can't Miracle second Conclude because my turn's over. And Vault only makes that worse, because now we can't Vault and play either Conclude. But that's okay. I'm just going to go ahead and Miracle Vault. Is that actually even going to work here? Because that will make Nob very angry. Yeah, it's got to be worth it. Surely. Yeah, here we go. We can do 24... Not quite enough, huh? So do we take 10, or do we use a potion finally? I think Ambrosia should be held on to for a long time. Although that would solve the situation. Guess we could pop the Entropic Brew and see what's inside. Or I could use the Ambrosia, keep the Entropic Brew. That's another reasonable option. That said, if I could only keep one of these two, I'd much rather it be the Ambrosia. There's going to be another Ambrosia inside. No, there's a Smoke Bomb. All right. Well, in that case, I'm just going to take 10 damage. That's fine by me. Entropic Brew can be anything. That's why it's the best potion. That's funny. Alright, so I think the answer I got there was that vaulting was wrong. Vaulting was wrong. Molten Egg, there we go. This is why we've been skipping attacks so far. Now all attacks offered to us will be upgraded. Also, here's a Third Eye that scries for 5. I'll take that. This would be a good run to master Third Eye on. Blam. Could set up Pen Nib a little bit more, but I really don't care to. Flying Sleeves Plus. With Shuriken, it's actually not bad. Tranquility is also pretty okay here. Keep skipping. Milk Jug, thanks for the 19 months, closing in on 2 metric years. Heck yeah. Many good upgrades here. I like both Rushdown and Vault in particular. I'm going to upgrade Vault. Not a Snecko believer here. So I can strike conclude, or I can just play the vault. I'm gonna go strike conclude here. Slime boss is very much a fight about just doing a bunch of damage very quickly, and this deck certainly can do that. $91 minus 14 is what? 77? Is that right? Yeah, 77. Okay. So that barely doesn't split the slime boss, which means we can then third eye and find just the damage cards. Discard all of these. This is where Scry is equivalent to draw. If I don't have any use for the card on the next turn and I can just put it directly into the discard pile, that's just as good as drawing a card. So in this case, discarding 4 cards is just as good as drawing 4 cards. That's pretty strong. Don't even need this fire potion. Overkill. GG. And that's why we traded 10 health rather than use the Ambrosia on Gremlin Knob. We weren't worried about Slime Boss, certainly. We'd much rather have this potion in Act 2 or 3, or heck, even 4. We want any of these rare cards. We have no Mantra for Brilliance, although with an upgrade it does do decent damage on its own. Conjure Blade very much requires excess energy that we don't have. Deus Ex Machina provides the excess energy for us to have. Actually, I do think we want a Deus Ex, because now we have card draw with Rushdown, we can scry with Third Eye, and we have Vault to generate energy. To generate card draw, actually, excuse me, not energy. So Deus Ex actually has a purpose now. We'll take it. Oh. Look at that not mastered red silhouette on Tiny House here, indicating we have yet to win a run with Tiny House. Other options are get more card removals. Empty Cage looking very fine to remove cards from the deck, or we could go for the Calling Bell to get the unique Curse of the Bell card and 3 relics. 1 common, 1 uncommon, 1 rare. In terms of pure performance for the run, I personally think Empty Cage is very, very good here. So that we can stack with the Smiling Mask, go to 2 shops in the act and be down 4 cards. We could get rid of all 4 strikes before you know it. Or we could get bites. I think Tiny House is not as bad as most people kind of attribute to it, but it's very much underwhelming most of the time. You do have to be able to take advantage of all the little small bonuses it gives you in order for it to be good. So for Tiny House to be good, you need to be able to know what to do at shops. You need to be able to pick your card rewards correctly. You need to be able to use your potions correctly. But I'm thinking calling a bell here. I would like an opportunity to maybe set up a duplication on the Curse of the Bell. This run is pretty strong, and we'd love to be able to cross that off our to-do list. As a reminder, our 2023 challenge here is the Slay the Spire Mastery Challenge, where we have to master cards. You can see which cards we've achieved that for or not achieved that for by the text above them. And Curse of the Bell is such a card that we must achieve mastery of to complete this challenge. Also, we got Wing Boots Toxic Egg, so it's probably pretty good overall, the Calling Bell, that is. Now all skills will be upgraded, including the second copy of Evaluate. And we can teleport around, which is pretty incredible, especially with Smiling Mask. The card reward of Tiny House count towards Act 2 with regards to your rare chance? I think so. I think it does. But I'm actually not 100% on that answer, just to be perfectly honest. Interesting act overall. We could do 3 elites in a row if we wanted to. Definitely some interesting options for the Wing Boots here. I would certainly like to start out by going to a shop. We've got plenty of money and we want to use the Smiling Mask. Shame I can't go to both of these, but we could also go to this shop for remove 2 before we tangle with any elites. Might be a good idea. This looks like a good start to the act for me. Bird nerds. Also, we have Akabeko Pendib to consider setting up in certain fights now. Takes 4 hits to knock a bird from the sky, which can be a little problematic. Wallop will block for 8. So Wallop evaluate blocks. Our attacks will essentially do normal damage when we're in Wrath. This is a good fight for the Fire Potion. Are there any ways to duplicate Curse of the Bell other than Dolly's Mirror and the Duplication Shrine? No, I think that's a fully exhaustive list. I think that's all there is. Might be worth playing Conclude to do 6 to all. With this miracle. Yeah, we got more miracles coming up. Let's use it now. Could also carve reality to get a smite. Okay. Definitely going to use the Fire Potion now. We're going to kill the one being 15. We have exactly 12 block. Everything else is sorted. Get rid of that, I guess. Too perfect a turn with that potion for me to ignore. Alright, we got a Duplication Potion and a Crush Joints, Perseverance, or Weave Plus. Don't have many Scry sources yet, but because of the Golden Eye, we're almost assuredly going to take some, which makes Weave pretty good, especially with a Shuriken. Let's take Weave. There's the second Third Eye, and there it is, Dolly's Mirror. We can obtain an additional copy of any card in our deck. If we really want to spice things up here, what we do is duplicate Curse of the Bell and try to win despite the fact that I've just spent 166 gold making our run objectively worse. But I was actually thinking to myself at the beginning of stream, before stream started, that I wanted to master a curse today. So, I think this is going to happen. Seems like a golden opportunity. We have 2 eggs, we have Golden Eye, like... It does seem like it's going to be very difficult. We have an Ambrosia Potion. It's going to be very difficult to lose here, right? Famous last words. Let's do it. So we're duplicating Curse of the Bell to get progress in our self-imposed challenge here. These are the fun, unfortunate decisions we get to make. Thanks to our own challenge here. Alright, there's double Curse of the Bell. We're definitely going to lose a strike now. I could also buy Third Eye, but that might prevent me from having enough money to remove a card here. I guess I don't have to go there, though. But I'd like to. Could also get a second Carve Reality here. That quote would be a great YouTube short, and then just cut to me losing later. Yeah. It's pretty good. Third Eye is excellent, though. I mean, honestly, even if it comes back, we just keep taking more Third Eyes, because a Third Eye Plus is Scry 7. So, more of them seems like a great thing to have, right? Yeah, I'm going to buy that Third Eye. Scry 7. My money! Could make a third Curse of the Bell? Just, Twitch chat has never seen 3 Curse of the Bell in one deck, I bet. Not that I want to do that. I think we take another Vault now. And we have a much easier time with life. We could dupe Ascender's Bane? Well, here's the thing. We actually already mastered Ascender's Bane. So I don't have to do that. We could dupe another card we're looking to master, but I think just with 2 Curse of the Bells, our only goal now is to win. Everything else is secondary. We can get 2 Weaves, 2 Carves, 2 Concludes, whatever the heck we need later on. We need to win this run, because it could be a very long time before we get the chance to dupe Curse of the Bell again. So I'm going to dupe Vaults. And we're going to absolutely slap the Chosen. Show me the top 7 cards of the draw pile, please. Why, yes, I would like Vault, Eruption, Rushdown, Wallop in my hand. That sounds excellent. How'd you know I wanted that? Bonk. Poor chosen. Talk to the hand, Simmering Fury, or Bowling Bash. Weave definitely says take Talk to the hand. Simmering Fury Plus is also kind of reasonable. We still only have 1 Wrath entry, and we would really like to have another one. Especially with 2 vaults. Simmering Fury is really cool. Fighting Bronze Automaton later. Okay. This is why we should have duped Eruption! Can also go this way. Take another event here. Even if we max roll money on this combat, we won't get enough money for the shop. Although I could teleport to the Burning Elite, and then we'll have enough money to remove a card of the shop. And we'll fight the Burning Elite, which probably goes well for us with an Ambrosia. Very likely to. And we could go to the event first or another combat first. Elites drop. Does it say how much? Elite is 25 to 35, right? Yeah, we'll always have enough. Okay. Let's take an event. Ah, that's better than a combat. Red Mask Gang. Weaken enemies on turn 1, and these fools drop more money than a regular fight. Let's fight them. Also, might give me an opportunity to set up the Pen Nib for the Burning Elite, which would be really good. The boys. We don't need no dexterity. Pointy, no! Do I need Rushdown? I'm gonna go with probably. This could be awkward, actually. We could take a lot of damage here, depending on the draw. Simmering Fury Vault is definitely one of the draws that doesn't take a lot of damage, though. Check this out. This is why we took Simmering Fury. I draw 10 cards now. Easy. Alright, perfect that fight. And guess what? Pen Nib Akabeko is charged for the Burning Elite. And there's another Third Eye, which, again, even though we bought the other one, I'm just going to take another Third Eye Plus. Because they scry 7. Conclude for 40 damage. I could use the Ambrosia and instantly win this fight. I don't have any reason to do that, though. Well, I mean, it would save me 7 health, but that's not a good use of an Ambrosia. So, that my third eye so far. Vigilance, Simmering Fury, also a fun combination. Just make my next turn really good. Again, draw 10. I can vault into vault, but I can't vault conclude, so hold your horses here. I want vault to be the only card in the draw pile. Apparently. Alright, good talk. So look at the top 7 cards of the draw pile again. Choose any number to keep or not keep. There's Wallop. If I want it, I do want it. Bonk. Then I can just full block with Third Eye. Once again. Discard Weave, so we draw it. Let's take all these attack cards for next turn. Hit me. Beautiful fight. And look at that. Pen Nib's back on 9 again. Love it. Get a Centennial Puzzle, more card draw if we should ever take damage. Take a second Deus Ex, a Prostrate Plus, or a Fear No Evil Plus. I think getting a way to leave Wrath is a pretty good idea, especially if it generates energy for us in the process. Take a Fear No Evil. And now we can afford a removal at the shop. Let's do it. And then I'll probably use the second Wing Boots charge later in the act. Ooh, Meditate's also pretty spicy here. But not as spicy as Strike Remove. Definitely looking... So, looking at that Burning Elite fight, and well, I guess look at this one too. You really... Well, I was about to say, you really wouldn't know, based on how those fights have gone, that we have double Curse of the Bell in the deck, but I guess that's no longer true here. This is not the opening hand I was looking for. However, we could use the Ambrosia here. Maybe this is what we were saving it for, to great effect. Actually, can I kill the Backslaver without even using the Ambrosia? Card Reality does 28. Fear No Evil does 38. So yes, we can actually just kill you and block with Third Eye. We're barely taking any damage. There's no need to use this Ambrosia because we've set up the Pen Nib. So I actually reiterate, you wouldn't know that we have 2 Curse of the Bells in this deck based on how we're performing in the fights. Sure, I'll take Eruption, Single Vault. Maybe the Weave now, actually. We don't need Wallop either if I'm vaulting. Also, more card draw. How's it going, Hubert D? Why use the mirror to replicate a curse? Because of a self-imposed challenge, is the short answer. It's a challenge run. So do I want to scry any of that? I could go Vigilance, Simmering Fury. Then we're taking a hit, though. We want to play Strike Vault. Yes. Strike Vault. Or Simmering Fury Vault. I don't get to re-enter Wrath, but I do draw 3 more cards. Let's do that. Yeah, that was important, I think, to draw Wallop here. Strike and Conclude kills this Slaver. Let's Wallop you then. I'm going to go Third Eye, Conclude here. Okay, perfect draws. Very good fight. And what's that? I set up Pen Nib to 9 again. How nice. Get a Lantern, more energy turn 1. And there's a Cut-Through Fade. Deal 9 damage, scry 5, and then draw 1. Probably better than Mental Fortress, although Mental Fortress is quite nice. It's not as nice as Scry 5. Seems pretty broken. So, we take the chest that we're on the path of currently, definitely. It's a Regal Pillow inside. I doubt I'm going to need that, so let's take a Sapphire Key. If we end up having to rest, I think I want to go this way. these 2 elites. And we'll take 1 bonus event, because it could be the Colosseum, or it just could be something cool. Sure. So we'll warp now to here, and then go elite, rest site, combat, elite, rest site, boss. That also prevents us from blowing the penib on a combat here. An odd creature with a hunched back sprouting several tentacles is scrounging through a pile of trash and debris in front of us. As we approach, it shuffles towards us in a non-threatening manner. Inloth hungry. Feed Inloth. Inloth asks for 1 of 2 different relics that we have, either the Toxic Egg, giving up our upgraded skills, or the Wing Boots, which only have 1 charge left, in order to get a gift that triples the chance of finding rare cards from combats. Very notably increasing our chance of finding Scrawl, which is pretty good. How's it going, OEM? Good to have ya. Hoping I'm blessed with a Nirvana this run. Me too. This would be a good run to get Nirvana Mastery. Is it even worth it as Watcher, they keep asking. Mostly no, but more vaults and more scrawls is a good thing. We've actually gotten most of the rares done already. Still, I'm going to do this. Offer Wing Boots. Give me the gift. Then fight the Gremlin Leader, who will soon be a Gremlin Bleeder. We'd better have a plan if I play this Eruption. Can I do 152 damage in 1 turn with 4 energy this turn? Actually, maybe. Alright, let's start with hitting the leader then. Leader. Weave. Cut. Alright, we're offered Conclude and Vigilance, so let's figure out whether we have a kill or not. We're getting Weave back, and I have a Miracle, so I can do Carve, Smite, Conclude. We're about to have a point of strength. So, Weave is going to do 14 plus... Carve Reality is going to do 14. Smite is going to do 26. And then Conclude is going to do 28. That's 82 damage. That's not enough. But the dupe pot would be enough. Dupe pot on the Smite. That's a pretty reasonable trade. We're at 50% chance to get a potion, and if we don't get a potion here, there's 60% chance for a potion from this combat. And that math was factoring for Shuriken, just to be clear. Can you duplicate Conclude? No. Do not try that. Your turn will end, and the second Conclude will not happen. Alright, we got a rare card. We also get Ice Cream, allowing us to conserve energy between turns. Here's a rare that's pretty good. Omniscience. Choose a card in the draw pile and play it twice. That is a rare I don't mind having 8 or 9 copies of, you know? Actually, is it even worth it to go to a rest site? What would I upgrade? Kind of presupposed that I wanted a rest site. Did I actually want one? Upgrading Rushdown's quite good with Ice Cream? Yes, that's quite good. Deus Ex upgrade is also pretty good. But any energy upgrade, because we have Ice Cream, is kind of a big deal. The Stinky Avocado. Oof. Math time. 17 plus 12 plus 48. With the strike afterwards, that is a kill. With Pen Nib. Bonk. And then we can Miracle, play Evaluate, and take only 3 here. Squished him. Get double bonked. Talk to the hand's even better now that we have Omniscience. We are looking for more ways to block. Let's take a Talk to the Hand. Applies a permanent debuff to the enemy that says whenever you attack this enemy, gain 3 block. Our last Elite this act will be the Book of Stabbing. Play Weave, then Third Eye. So a good fight for the Essence of Steel, potentially. Although we're going to be drawing to that Talk to the Hand momentarily. As much as I'd like to get the Deus Ex into my hand. I'm going to do it this way. Discard all that useless crap. An Omniscience Wallop in Wrath Stance. That's pretty strong. Or we can simply vault and get another turn. Might as well play this now, huh? I could Eruption and Vault, although that seems like a bad idea. Just gonna Vault. Bank some extra energy here. Ooh, did not draw either Wallop or Vault. Spooky. Didn't quite go how we wanted. Obviously, we don't need both of these in the same draw. Got Weave here, though. Should pen nib the... Yeah, it's the same way. Thank goodness for Talk to the Hand. Can full block with the Essence of Steel, but taking a small amount of damage is good, because Centennial. Okay, Omniscience could double what? Eruption? Looks like that's plenty. More rares offered and a Darkstone Periapt. If we would obtain a curse, you're a little bit late, Darkstone. We already have our double Curse of the Bell. If we get any more, we'll get max health. Could take Wish here. There's a skill we haven't mastered yet in the rare pool. Good target for the Omniscience. Can give us strength, plated armor, or money, or the second Evaluate, which I actually just might take for the no-nonsense of it. Sad Shaves, thanks for the 12 months. You keep watching, I'll keep streaming. Let's grab second Evaluate. Yeah, if we get more curses, this run might indeed not make it. Although the Scry can definitely hold the deck exceedingly well together. Just deal 11, set up Pen Nib. No, I want Pen Nib on 8 so I can go Eruption, then attack card. Or we can just double a Smite. I suppose that's also fine. So we could double Rush down this fight. Not a half bad idea. In fact, it seems like it's pretty reasonable. Have the Ambrosia if I need it. Seems like I do not. Good. Yeah, Bronze Automaton had to wait a long time for that turn. Sure did. So I can bonk for 22. Incoming is 32. It has me taking 10. I don't mind taking 10 that much to just kind of get done with this fight. But also Vigilance. Boring. Wait, I can Vigilance then Eruption, then Wallop. That's even more block. But then I can't conclude. I'm just going to go Wallop Conclude. Cut their health in half. $30 health, huh? We have a huge attack coming our way next turn. Ambrosia's here to help, again, if we need it. Play the Fear Naval, then draw 4 off the Eruption. Seems like the right play here. We could just tank this hit and play Simmering Fury. That's also a pretty good way to win. I have a decent chance of just winning outright if I play the Eruption, though. Let's do it. Yeah. Wallops here. Wallops here, and that means we tank the hit just fine. Currently not dying, just play this. Alright. Not the world's smoothest Bronze Automaton fight, but we're through. GG. That fight was an automaton of fun to prevail in. Ragnarok is pretty spicy with Talk to the Hand. I don't think we want a Devotion or a Conjure Blade. I'm not even sure we want the Ragnarok, quite frankly. Although it's also amazing with Akabeko and Penib. We already have a lot of good attack cards. Well, do we? No, we don't. Give me that. Take a Ragnarok. And I'll take a Strength Potion. That'll do. We'll be able to Ragnarok our opponent's worlds with this card. We're also gaining strength from Shuriken, which will make it hit very much harder. Shame we blew the Wing Boots so early here, as we could be getting additional relics from elites. Could transform and upgrade our remaining starter cards. That may or may not be all that good. Notably, no source of easy energy here. We are on base 3 energy per turn. Just the same thing happened to our Silent run recently, where we were offered no energy relics whatsoever. That run was still able to prevail through really effective potion use. Unfortunately, Ambrosia doesn't get doubled by Sacred Bark, which really makes me not want to take an Ambrosia. Not want to take a Sacred Bark, rather. I would almost consider removing Concludes at this point, just to get the Curse of the Bell mastery done. But Black Star is pretty reasonable here, too. Range Merging Accident, thank you so much for the very generous 5 gifted subs, by the way. Welcome, welcome, everybody. And Floggy, the Double Baker's Dozen, the Double Baler's Dozen. Thanks for 26 months of support. Get spiky blonde hair. SSJ2 Watcher. Activate. Astrolabe could be anything. It could be good, it could be terrible. More likely to be good than terrible, though. I'm going to go Astrolabe here. There's the Nirvana. We've been blessed. Every time we scry, gain 4 block. Inner Peace is a way into calm. And Foreign Influence is a 0-cost attack generator. Good for having 3 energy. Good with Ice Cream. Excellent. Very excellent upgrades overall. And yeah, I think I am going to remove some Concludes from this deck. We can get Conclude Mastery on another later run, but we have a one priority and one priority only. Win with Curse of the Bell. Ooh, Blackstar would have been many extra relics, actually. Although, not if I want to go to shops. There's 2 shops? I would like to go to 2 shops. 2 more removes. Getting Nirvana mastered would be more than welcome as well. This deck would like some Just Luckies. Is that 2 shops, 3 elites? Did I see that correctly? Oh yeah, there's an elite here, and then 2 more elites there. Yeah, that's a pretty good path, actually. I like that path a lot. Some early events as well. Could we take 999 gold? We could, but probably shouldn't. We'll think about that. If we see it, we'll think about that. Let's see if we find it first. I don't want to overthink it before it actually appears. Akabeka Wallop, let's go. I should just be playing this on turn 1. A claw, no. Double Nirvana, I guess. Nirvana being an Omniscience target's kind of cool. Upon review. Baller. More rare cards. Another Deus Ex. Also offered Pray and Worship, which we won't be taking. These miracles are pretty sweet with Ice Cream. I'll take one more. Take one more. Isn't Divinity good with Ice Cream? That's true also. But I think it's less good with the other stuff we're doing. Maybe wanted to third eye there. Probably did. Looks like a pretty good draw next turn overall. I might even be able to pen nib this. Oh yeah. Definitely pen nib this. Ragnarok, I think. Maybe not, actually. Not quite. But I can definitely do enormous damage with it, and perhaps that's what counts. We could maybe think about a Sash Whip for Weaken against Heart. Having Weaken for the later game might be pretty important. Sash Whip's not my favorite way to get it, but it's not bad. I'm going to skip this one. We might have to take a later one, though. Bonus Merchant. Offering me Apotheosis, Tantrum, Dark Shackles. Holy moly. Vajra for plus strength. Tantrum seems quite exceptional. That's the multi-hit attack we've been wanting. We've got multiple calm entries now. We've got Talk to the Hand. Tantrum is excellent. So definitely give me Tantrum. Seriously consider Dark Shackles. And yeah, I'm going to start removing these concludes. They are really quite bad. If we take Vajra, we're not really going to be able to afford much of anything at these two shops. But I'm considering the shackles. Such a nice one-time use card for 0 costs. I'll still be able to afford 2 removes. Let's do it. Transient shouldn't be too hard. All we have to do is beat up the Transient a lot. Although our opening hand is quite bad. Can actually make that work. Dark Shackles Conclude will be enough here. Actually, no, we'll still take a very small amount of damage. Perfect. 3. Good. Ooh, but we don't have Rushdown yet. I can Omni it, though. Seems like a wise choice. Draw more cards next turn. Keep the foreign influence around. Grand Finale. I'll go double weave. Why not? Seems pretty strong. Put that in the draw pile. Do big stuff next turn. Absolutely smash, Transient. Kerblam. GG, Transient. Alright, that's a pretty good indication the deck is going somewhere good. Sanctity is card draw. I like it. Although note that we're quite energy hungry. We actually don't have a reusable source of energy. Not really. We have all the miracles up front and the lantern. But once those are gone, we're kind of in a bad position. Hopefully we'll get some relics that can change that for us. Alright, I want all of this stuff next turn. Insight, Third Eye, Tantrum, Dark Shackles, Vaults. Perfect. It's going to be a really easy double Orb Walkers fight. So we Dark Shackles this one. That'll apply even after Vault occurs. Show me what's on top here. Talk to the Hand, Deus Ex. Omniscience Vault, and there's Rushdown. Give me Deus Ex and Omni so that I can Omni the Rushdown, and then we can abuse the game. Cool, good talk. Actually, maybe I wanted to Omniscience Ragnarok. Oh well, this is still pretty good. Cards, take another turn. Hand agreed. Okay, don't mind if I do. Give me money. Alright, we get 20 extra gold from those guys, and a boat thingy for block on turn 3. Could take another foreign influence, could take a halt plus. Or we could take a crush joints. None of them really appeal to me. Pony314, thanks for the 13 months of support. I don't have any way to gain dexterity. Currently, most of our block coming from Talk to the Hand or Nirvana. Okay. Less cards is more. My philosophy here. I'm just gonna Vault Simmering Fury? Might as well. Card Reality for the added value. Bonk. 3 energy back for that, which is glorious. I think I'll use Conclude here. Why not, right? Fight. We already have our 2 evaluates, do we not? We do. I don't need a 3rd one. Don't want a Flying Sleeves, don't want to Protect. Skip it. Alright, our first elite of 3 this act is going to be the Reptomancer. We have Pennib Akabako Tantrum, which is going to deal 22 times 4, and Omniscience in the opening hand. So I think Repto's going to have a bad time. That's my guess. Because I'm now going to Omniscience for Ragnarok, and you're just going to die. Smell you later, lady. We get Ginger. We actually haven't won a run with Ginger, apparently. Interesting. Making us immune to Weaken. Crescendo Plus. Or actually, there's the second Nirvana. There it is. Whenever you scry, gain 3 block. Let's do it. And there's the third Nirvana. More importantly, second Talk to the Hand is here. The Waffle is also here. Another thing we have not mastered, technically. And Just Lucky Plus is here, which I also really think is very good. Second Inner Piece is also quite good. And don't forget, there's another shop coming up momentarily, which we could get a removal at. Gonna remove the other Conclude. Gonna add Talk to the Hand, leaving me with 86, enough for Just Lucky or Nirvana, or Inner Piece, but not any 2 of the 3. Alright, it's Inner Piece then. Good talk. Not enough money to remove at the second shop, but there's no money here. Get Bag of Marbles, making enemies vulnerable at turn 1. And unable to afford anything here, but there's nothing that stands out as too amazing anyway. Okay. Feels good. Feels really good. We are on track here to have a really, really successful late game, I think. Not the day to conclude this challenge, that's right. Conclude has been saved by the bell. Take evaluate here. Turn's a bit of a bummer. What am I just going to do here? Omni Nirvana? Omni talk to the hands? Let's go Omni Nirvana. Not going to bother vaulting, because if we vault, the Nemesis stays intangible. That sure is a lot of energy in my hand, but not a whole lot else. Thanks to Inner Peace, we get card draw at least. Excellent, more card draw. There we go. Eruption is here, and then I can pen nib the card that follows. Which is going to be Wallop. And then I kill it, I guess, also. Good talk. Question card is here to give us more options after combat. A little bit late, but could provide some last-minute additions. Not Devotion, though. Not Perseverance and not Empty Body. What's Speed Potion? No thanks. Event? We haven't seen Mind Bloom yet. Let's do it. Falling. We lose either Deus Ex Machina plus, Rushdown plus, or Talk to the Hand plus. Ouch. Guess I'm okay with one of the Machinas going. Lowers our energy but speeds up the draw. I need the Rushdown at the Talk to the Hand, so yeah, I'll lose a Deus Ex here. That's fine. In a sense, we do almost have too many of them anyway. Still have Akabeko? Let's do this then. Start each combat in calm, so we get 2 more energy per combat. That essentially negates the fact that we just lost a Deus Ex. Lesson learned is here. At long last. How about our second Wallop, though? This is another really good way to block the late game. Crescendo is actually half decent as well in this deck. Take a Wallop. I'll also take a Power Potion? Take a Power Potion. Power Potion could actually be a very big deal for the Heart Fight. Deviform in particular would make a very big difference, and so would Foresight. Alright, Nerdbird. Nerdbird, well, this is not the opening hand you want against Nerdbird, though. I'll play one of these Nirvanas and the Rushdown. It's going to make for an Angry Bird. I guess I'm going to play everything. We talk to the hand first so that we might be able to get some block from Ragnarok. That does take the Akabeko off of the Ragnarok, but I don't really need help killing these minions anyway. Yeah, we got 9 block from that. That was worth it. And then we draw a bunch of cards. Cool. Not too bad. At least not yet. 3 energy per turn, though, is really not enough to work with. Problematically. If I vault, we're going to get block this turn, but then next turn is a real problem. Actually, we can set up a pen nib wallop if I vault. Let's do that. Of course, we also get the Dark Shackles. Bummer. It's going to make next turn very difficult indeed. Grape? Quaint. We've seen that Scrape and Deus Ex Machina are a total combo, though, so that makes me want to do this. Sure. Sure. So what I mean by that is that if Scrape draws Deus Ex Machina, it's not a 0-cost card, because it doesn't have a cost at all, which means it gets discarded, but you still add 3 miracles to your hand, for some odd reason. Nailed it. So Deus Ex is still here, but now I get +3 energy. Easy. Easy every time. Scraping together some energy that we ought not to have. It's pretty wild. Do I redraw the Tantrum immediately? Sure. So I could just vault, keep the Insight. It's a pretty good block turn, though. Let's see if we can block. Vault is a smarter move, right? Because we have Dark Shackles? Yeah. Alright, good talk. The second talk of the hand for phase 2 is a little risky. Let's be a point of strength as well, though. I thought to be enough. I want an insight in exchange for an energy. Not really. Put Tantrum in the draw pile. Or don't, I guess. Or don't. I want to know what the draw pile is next turn. Really would like to manipulate my hand a bit here. Okay, knowing that we're going to get Inner Peace. Definitely discard all this garbage and play the Simmering Fury. Could double something, but there's nothing good to double right now. Perfection. And I could draw with Sanctity here, too. Heck, there's a lot I can do. Let's reshuffle the draw pile first. So Inner Peace, then Eruption. Now we play the Weave, put it into the discard pile. An Omniscience Wallop Plus from Mega Block if we want to. Is this lethal? It might be. If we can pen nib the Ragnarok, I bet it is. Alright, one boss down. One to go with 36 health. I don't think Donu and Deka especially will be that difficult. Great opening hand as well. Let's see what's on top of the deck here. Excellent. Deus Ex, Eruption if we want it. I don't think we do want it, actually. Well, it's a really good draw overall. Keep these cards. And then if I want to full block, I can Miracle Wallop, or we can take a little bit of damage and draw even more cards next turn, while saving 2 energy for later with Ice Cream. Let's do that. Let's just take the damage here. This is our second fight. All we have to do is win it. And I think getting the draw immediately is going to really help with that. We can use these Inner Peace to draw 4 if we wish, and I do wish. There's Rushdown and Omniscience. Omniscience probably targeting Ragnarok is my guess. If we Eruption here, although we're still not actually blocking much this turn. Let's sort that out for a second here. What do we draw? Yeah, I'm thinking we Omniscience Ragnarok. Team trade. Perfect. And we get to Third Eye too. Discard that. Alright. Next turn hand is looking great. One more attack, then Omni Ragnarok with +2 strength. Doesn't actually kill either of them. It's okay. We'll go Inner Peace. And I could Simmering Fury. We know we're drawing Tantrum, though. Let's just evaluate. Burn through all the accumulated energy, but the fight's already almost over. So I guess there's nothing to fear or complain about. Redraw the Tantrum for Pen Nib Tantrum. Heck yeah. Dead. Body Slam. Sure. Actually, no. Finisher might be better. For this Watcher? For this Watcher. Carve, Finisher, Vault or Vigilance. Go Vigilance. Take a little bit more and we're done with the fight. It's a good time. Better. Just in case. And look at that. Pen Nib Akabako for the Burning Elites. Two thump, two thump, two thump, a deep pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the spire, the source of all these bell curses? Have I been here before? Oh man. Alright, we're missing enough health that resting seems prudent to me. Our upgrades are pretty sad after all. So let's just sleep. Another Talk to the Hand is an option here. That's a very good use of our money. Could buy Conclude back into the deck once more, having added 2 and removed 2. Are these Pen Nibs set up on purpose? I'm going to be really honest. Only about half of them were. The other half just kind of like lined up automatically. Is it ever Jack of all trades? I don't think so. Not over Talk to the Hand, but it's not terrible, truthfully. Let's go through Talk to the Hand. Seems like a deck that could deal with 2 Concludes. I think it could, but I'd rather it don't. I think it could, but I'd rather it don't. Dark Shackles right now. Interesting. Let's get back into calm. Cool. Let's Tantrum the Spire Shield then. Prevent this thing from ever doing anything. Actually, are you even dying? Seems like not quite, huh? Order? Order. Don't worry about that order. It is not important. So it goes to 41 if we face the wrong way. Definitely the wrong order. Okay, so we more or less have to vigilance here. And then we may want to actually take damage rather than Dark Shackles. I think so. Because we want the Centennial draw. Not convinced I did that correctly, actually. No, this looks pretty fine. Alright, I might need Third Eye to tell me what's on top, though. Actually, how much block do I get if I go Talk to the Hand, Tantrum, Wallop? Seems like a lot of block. But we'll be in... We're stuck in Wrath if I do that. It better be Talk to the Hand, Tantrum, Wallop, Inner Peace, actually. That'd be much less insane to do. How much block would that be? We block 4. 12 plus 24. That's almost a full block. Allowing Spire Shield to live doesn't sit well with me, though. That's right, there's Deus Ex Machina in the draw pile. Knowing what's in the draw pile seems pretty important here. But if I Third Eye and there's nothing that I can use on top, then we're kind of forked here. Actually, yeah, 15 plus 24, you're right. We'd block even more than I thought. I can also always use the Ambrosia to get out of this situation. $39 is not close to 60, but once we face the Spire Spear, it'll only be 40 damage. So 39 is quite close to 44 is the incoming damage with 2 burns. Take 5. Let's Third Eye. Yes, I was hoping we'd see Deus Ex. Okay, we can draw 4 cards. This is going to be one of them. Vault's going to be another one. Do I actually want the Ragnarok? I'm not sure that I do. Alright, draw 4. Ooh, hand space, though. Still can play Vault. So probably now want to go Tantrum Vault. We have Fear No Evil. So yes, I think we go Tantrum, Talk to the Hand, Vault. Rely on this draw. Although we might not be able to get Fear No Evil into my hand very well. We do at least get 18 block for free. This is good. This is what we wanted. Cut Through Fate can almost assuredly draw the Fear No Evil. And that's what we need here. You'd want to play the Nirvana first normally, but I'm not playing this Nirvana. Uh-oh. Not if it's on the exact bottom. Then I won't be drawing anything. Alright, discard all of these and hope that the Fear No Evil is the top card. It was not. Alright, it was the bottom card. So we now have a problem. And I can't quite make this finale work either, because there is one more card. Clothesline's good, though. Big damage and 2 weakness. That's really funny. So, do we need to Ambrosia? I actually don't know that we do, because this is going to go to 60. No. Let's see, I can play 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks. Cannot play the smite. So we're going to block for 1, 2, 7 more times. 7 times 3. 21. We get a 42 block. We'll take 18. So Ambrosia's worth 18 health here. It's probably worth it. We need to be able to survive early heart, although Ambrosia Wallop is like a thing. Ambrosia Wallop is very much a thing. Yeah, I think we're going to need the energy from Ambrosia in the heart, especially. It's really not that much damage. Toy Ornithopter and a Dupe Pot. Dupe Pot, Power Pot definitely would have been nice to go in with full health. I'm pretty okay with Ambrosia and either Dupe Pot or Power Pot. And a Scrawl Plus. Or a Foresight. Foresight's also very, very good. Actually, that Foresight is crazy good. I think this Foresight is better than Scrawl. And I think the Dupe Pot might be better than the Power Pot now. Let's do this. Dupe Pot Ambrosia. Oh, we got Foresight turn 1. Let's freaking go. And double talk to the hand turn 1. If we want it. So this would be Scry 5 every turn. Duping Omniscience would be better than duping Talk to the Hand. It's going to take a little bit of beat of death damage. Draw some more cards here. Let's see what we're really looking at. Okay, we have double Talk to the Hand in hand. Let's draw a little bit more. Weave is here. Okay. That's a pretty good turn 1. I don't like that Wallop is here, but otherwise, perfect. I feel like I need the third Talk to the Hand right now. Or do I need to scry more cards right now? I think scrying more cards is probably the more important thing. To actually just get what we need. So I'm going to dupe Pot Foresight. So we're looking at 8 cards each turn. Seems exceptionally important. Keep the Ambrosia for the Wallet Plus. We get to scry a little bit right now. Okay, Omniscience is on top of the deck. In that case, we're going to keep the Dupe Pot, use it on this. I've changed my mind. Knowing that Omniscience is immediately coming. Because we can do stuff like Omni Wallop. Omni the other Talk to the Hand. We can do some real good nonsense here. Both curses on turn 1, also huge. I think we're very likely to win the fight. Stop here. So, big 67, discard this garbage. Draw my good stuff. Talk double wallop. I think this is the turn for our Ambrosia as well. We're going to play Tantrum first, though. Do we even need Omni Wallop? Actually, good question. Maybe we go Omni, double Nirvana, double talk to the hand. Although we need some block first. We could also go double Nirvana, double Nirvana. Whenever we scry, gain 16 block. That's also pretty cute. So we just need some initial block. Yeah, if we Omni talk to the hand before Tantrum, it's a lot more total block, but if we're overblocking anyway, it's not going to matter, and I think with this hand we are overblocking. So let's just Tantrum first. Then we dupe Pot, double Omniscient to double talk to the hand and Nirvana. Now we get 12 block per attack and 8 block per scry. Bit of a waste of the pen nib, that's okay. We're looking for an exit from Wrath, and there's one. Want to draw that inner piece. Get this evaluate. And then since we have extra block, we want to play the Miracles for energy now, since they invoked the Beat of Death. We didn't even need the Ambrosia there. We're pretty well set up. I think this is a very good progression for the fight so far. Ragnarok will block for 12 times 6. We've got Eruption here. Already got 26 block somehow. Oh yeah, because I started this... because of Boat Thingy plus Nirvana. Okay, I understand. Got it. Cute. I can Dark Shackles this turn to bring it to 0 if I needed to, but I have over 100 blocks, so I don't actually care about this. Just give me more card draw next turn. Tantrum? Let's go Tantrum Inner Piece. I scry with my little eye. Cards I'd like to play soon. This, the Void. Keep Tantrum Pyrannuit on top for Scherzies here. And I think draw that with the inner piece then, too. So we can now go Tantrum, Weave, Pen Nib just lucky apparently, why not? Doesn't matter much. Weave, Cut Through Fate. Weave, Tantrum, Exit Wrath. Let's see here. Tantrum again. Too much damage. I could Pen Nib Ambrosia Ragnarok this turn, but the damage cap means it doesn't actually matter. Well, I'll just regular Ambrosia Ragnarok then. Get wrecked. Kerblam. Oh my god, that hand. Get out of here. The power of Scry. Don't draw this garbage. Draw something else. Alright, that turn looks a bit better. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. But this is all on the back of GoldenEye. The fact that we were able to master Curse of the Bell by being victorious with 2 copies of this card. Hey there, if you enjoyed that video, watch this one next. And before you go, join us on Twitch and watch live. I'm there 5 days a week playing Slay the Spire, answering questions, and chilling with the community. Click the link in the description to follow right now. Ta-ta for now.